Good day, everyone. I hope you all had a good Thursday. Mine was pretty good. I volunteered to the library again today. Did something a little different. Started out the same. I did the holds. That's the one thing I've done every single time. The books, put the names of the people holding the books, and put them on the little shelves. And they were a little more than they usually are, so it took me a little longer. So I got done with that about 3:30. And then they had a project they wanted me to start. They wanted me to relabel all the paperback books. The paperback books don't have any barcodes or scan or anything on them. They're there, but essentially anyone can just check the book out by taking it right on out, and there's not really a due date on those particular books, and that's just the way it works. So the books got kind of jumbled and mixed up and put in the wrong places, and the labels were coming off of a lot of them, and others just didn't work or just didn't look good or something. So what they wanted me to do was take the labels that they made and put them on there. They wanted me to use rubber cement and then the laminated sheets to smooth it on. Essentially, the laminated sheets I was using wound up just being kind of like just tape. So I basically just taped them on. I used rubber cement for a few of them, and it just kind of like soaked through the paper and didn't look all that good. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, now that I know the numbers and maybe an attempt to impress yet again, make my own labels, because they didn't have the right number of labels either. So just make my own labels that look a little bit better, put them on my sticker paper, and then just maybe laminate them on the sticker paper. So basically, get the whole paper, carefully put the laminate on it, and then cut them out, and it'll be sticky everywhere. The whole thing will be sticky. I don't know, maybe just use the paper itself. Well, it doesn't work as well because it's just paper on one side, so it'll wear off and get sticky and stuff. Whatever. So try to make it look a little bit better itself, because it was just a plain word label, and I get that. That's all you need. But why not make it a little bit more ideal? Like science fiction, fiction, romance, mystery, western, and give it a little bit of flair, maybe a little picture next to it or something. Just an idea. So I'm gonna try to remember to do that before next Thursday, because I'm supposed to keep working on the project, because I didn't really get to the books, going through the books and making sure they were in the right place and stuff. They had a bunch of books that weren't ready yet anyways, and I decided to leave a little bit earlier because they didn't have me do any holds lists at 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock. So I decided to finish the labels that they gave me and then just go ahead and go, because we were going to go hang out at John's today. So the plan was I was going to get off whenever I was going to get off, which I thought would be closer to 6, but it wasn't. It was 5:30. Josh was going to go up, pick up Heather from work. They were going to stop for something to eat. I was going to stop for something to eat, and I'd get there a little bit after them, and whatever. But instead, I got done a little bit earlier than I planned, and so I went over to Taco Bell in Castleberry, grabbed something in the drive-thru, and I was going to eat while I was driving. And I said I was on my way. As I pulled out of the drive-thru, I stopped to check my food, and then I went ahead and quickly typed a message, "I'm on my way." And I got a response from Josh that they were well ahead of me. But they wound up stopping at Taco Bell as well, but they stopped at the one closest to where John lives. And they went to the drive-thru and had to wait quite a while. So apparently I caught all the way up to them, to where they were just a little bit ahead of me when I passed that Taco Bell, which was the 5th Taco Bell I drove past on my way there. If you count the one I stopped at as driving past it, which I do. So I'm driving along. I'm like, that looks like Josh's car. Sure enough, it was. And they were in the left lane. I was in the right lane. The left lane was backed up a little bit. So I passed them. And so then the rest of the way there, Josh was right behind me. And so it was funny. I wound up beating him there. Even though they were way ahead of me. Just because of the slow service at Taco Bell. So we got there at the same time, technically. But I was in front of him, so I beat him there. So then we just hung out, had some fun, played with the kids. And then got some games out. We played Wits and Wagers, which Alana wound up winning by a landslide. And she had probably like 3 times my score, and I had the lowest score with only 5 points. And then we switched to Scum. And everyone started out neutral. I wound up being Vice Scum in the second round, and then jumped my way to President somehow, and then dropped to Vice President, all the way down to Scum. Stayed there for several rounds before jumping up to neutral for 1 round, and then we called it, said that was the last round it was going to be. If we kept playing, I would have been Scum again the next round. So I wasn't having a lot of luck today. Not my best, most successful game night. Yeah. Then came home. I've been working on my Planet Smoothie charts and stuff some more. I said it to my manager wants me to email them to her. So I decided to try to get them in a little bit more exact order. And then she also wants them to stay in alphabetical order, not just menu order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to realign them a little bit, which I've already been working on. I'm just about done. And then reprint them all with the menus, the small menu on one side and the build on the back on one cardstock. And then another cardstock with the builds in alphabetical order. And I'm taking the ones that are extra smoothies, ones that people don't order very often. I'm going to take them off of the list and have it as a separate list, and also the promotional smoothies off on their own separate thing. And that way, I forgot what I was going to say. That way everything's down that we're going to use more often on just 5 instead of 6. Because only 5 fit right on top of the line. The 6th one's usually off to the side. So that 6th one will have the extras and the promotional ones. And it'll still be up there because the promotional smoothies menu slide is going to be on the back of it, visible, but it'll be off slightly to the side, a little more out of the way, whereas the other ones, the ones that match up with the menu behind it, will be up on the menu behind it. And right there, lined up in the same order. And then on those 5, we will have all of the smoothies that are on those 5 menu panels. And only those, the ones that are on the menu, will be on the slides. The papers, the slots, the things, whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say, I'm rambling. I'm up to 9 minutes. How about that? That took me like 2 minutes just to say. So I'm working on that. Got a couple more things I'm going to do tonight before I go to bed, although it's about 1 a.m. So I don't need to stay up too much later. So hopefully I'll get this all finalized, put together, email it to her, print them, and be ready to go tomorrow. Because I work tomorrow at 3 o'clock to close. And then again Saturday, same hours, 3 to close. So yeah, it'll be good. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close this vlog out as it reaches 10 minutes. Good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.